God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't. Yeah. I feel good, sometimes I don't.
What's going on, guys? Devan Caswell here. Today we're talking about overcoming failure. The truth about failure is you can let it grow you or destroy you. You can let it teach you or you can let it torture you. See, failure is one of the hardest things to embrace, yet it is so important. See, the first thing that you need to know in order to overcome failure is don't quit too early. Most of us quit too early. And then we justify it by saying, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I'm here to tell you, God loves a made-up mind. He loves tenacity. He loves to see crazy ambition. He loves to see the burning desires inside of our heart. See, it's easy to have faith in God when life is going well, when things are good, when the bills are paid, when mama's happy and the family's happy. It's easy to keep a positive and a motivated mindset. But what about when life isn't so good? What about when you're up against failure? Maybe you were taking a class and you gave this class everything you had, all the effort you had, and yet you still failed. Maybe you had a business or a ministry and it fell through. Or maybe you were in a relationship and you gave that relationship everything you had. You tried to be the best person that you could be for that person, but yet they still left you. And now you're feeling left like a failure. See, it's in these times of failure that test your character. See, God is looking for people with a backbone. The people that experience God's best are the people that are relentless in their fight. They are diligent in their works, and they are loyal in their faith to God despite the situations they face. Now, I have a Bible verse for you guys, and I want you guys to pay close attention to this, and it's Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, and it says this, "And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him." See, God rewards those who earnestly seek Him. God desires someone who is diligent, hardworking, motivated, fearless, and ready to take on the world at His every command. And by doing that, you will begin to live a life full of fulfillment, success, prosperity, and much more. But that only happens if you don't give up, so don't quit. You guys need to understand that failure educates. When you fail, don't just view it as a failure. When you fail, view it as an opportunity to learn, to grow. Most of you may know Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is the guy that created the light bulb and the battery that we all know and love today. But in order to create that, he needed to fail 999 times. And a reporter asked him, he was like, "Thomas, are you discouraged that it took you 999 times to create the light bulb?" And he said, "Not at all. For I haven't failed once, but I have learned 999 different ways that it doesn't work." That is the resilience that God desires out of us. Thomas Edison understood the concept that failure is education. Each time he failed, he learned something new. He tried something different. He never said, "Woe is me. Oh, I'm never going to create this thing. This sucks. I hate failure," and then gives up. No, he understood that failure is education, and education leads to success, which brings me to my new point. Failure leads to success. Now, there's all sorts of success stories, but they all seem to carry one similar theme. And that theme is that somebody had to take a risk, face some hardships, and fail to reach the success that they're currently at. For instance, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game, yet he got cut from his high school basketball team. You got Albert Einstein, who failed the 4th grade. And yet he was one of the most brilliant men to ever walk the planet. You got Thomas Edison, who failed 999 times to create the light bulb. So, you can see that failure is simply a part of becoming successful. I'm not saying that you should desire to fail. I'm not saying that you should want to experience failure. But what I'm saying is that if and when you do fail, to get back up, to keep going forward, to find your mojo, to keep your positivity, to keep your eyes on God, and to understand that success is already yours. So remember, if you don't quit too early, if you understand that failure is education and that failure is success, you'll definitely be one step closer to attaining the heart of a dreamer. If you guys got any comments, any suggestions, any questions, or any prayer requests, go ahead and comment them below. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you guys soon.